Moving into our weather today, we're warming up a little bit at least, and we should get into the 70-degree range for most spots unless you're already way above that like we are for southern spots. We have a couple showers today, but really more rain is expected late tomorrow with the line of storms at night. It'll bring a low-end severe risk as well as maybe some quick heavy rain, and then we're looking much cooler and breezy for weekend parades, but no rain expected at this point for any of those weekend parades, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Right now, we're seeing the blue sky coming back out after we had a lot of cloud cover through this morning south of Lake Pontchartrain and many North Shore spots too. And look at this divide between our middle and upper 70s around Thibodaux, Houma, Raceland, Galliano, and then jump over to Bay St. Louis, Slidell, Hammond in the 60s, and our south shore of Lake Pontchartrain temperatures right now in the upper 60s. Here is that bit of rain that we still have. These are just a few small showers, just enough to maybe be a bit of nuisance rain if you're around I-12 or parts of St. Tammany or Washington and our Mississippi coastal spots as well. We have surface high pressure that's shifted east. This is our next front that's going to be moving in, and I'll cover what to expect with that in a second, but just wanted to touch quickly on today's forecast before we talk about tomorrow's really more impactful one. Temperatures today may be topping out lower to middle 70s, again, unless you're in that chunk of our area that's already surpassed that. Today we'll look for a New Orleans planner eventually dropping back into the 60s for the evening, and a rain chance staying near about 20 or 30%. But those showers north of the lake should be shifting northward, I think, this afternoon. Tonight, low temperatures back in the lower to middle 60s. We might have some patchy fog overnight. Very typical when we get these south winds bringing in more moisture, warming us up. We get the fog overnight potentially. So this is 7 p.m. Note our fogcast through early tomorrow has some fog settling in with maybe a quarter-mile visibility possible. This model wants to go with a half-mile visibility, which would be at least better. So just a heads up for the early commute. Tomorrow we might see that. Now here's our water vapor imagery, mid-levels of the atmosphere, looking at our 6-hour loop. And here is our next trough of low pressure, and then getting up into the upper part of the atmosphere a little higher up. Here is that trough, and it is going to be swinging in and pushing that cold front in with a line of storms late tomorrow. And then we see another shot of cooler air moving in for this weekend to make it breezy and very chilly for those parades, especially Friday night. Here's precision cast through today into this evening. Not that much rain, just a slight chance for a couple of those stray showers. Overnight, maybe a stray shower or two. During the day tomorrow, notice not that much rain. This is by 3 p.m., second part of the day. A couple of spotty showers possible, but here's that line of storms approaching by, say, 9 p.m. and it might be similar timing to one we had last week where it's around 10 or 11 p.m. with a line of storms leaving us overnight, and then this is Thursday morning, we're drawing out, and then we get that next hit of the cool air moving in for Friday. Rain totals are looking like 1 to 2 inches. Now, if that all comes all at once, that could lead to some ponding of water on roads. So just a heads up there with that line late tomorrow night. And the severe risk will be levels 1 or 2 going from south to north for especially high wind gusts and possibly a low end risk for a tornado. These are our severe weather threats for tomorrow's line of storms. We'll be watching everything really closely, but overall it looks like a lower severe threat than some of the other lines that we've had. Our weekend parade forecast, here we go. Temperatures most of the time this weekend for parade times in the 50s, but cold and windy at night on Friday and breezy on Saturday, although we will have sunshine. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, another weekend of Mardi Gras parades looking good. We just have one more weekend to go after this one. Early next week, we're warming up once again.